Hello, everybody. Welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. Thanks, you guys, you dear hearts, you wonderful people, for all your beautiful feedback, your hilarious comments, and all of your stuff. I would really love you viewers to come over and see me on Instagram because I do daily posts and memes and contests to win free reads and merchandise and stuff from my Etsy store all the time. And now is the giving season, so I'm going to amp it up even more. All my links are down below for there. It's Sparkus11. It's so much fun. It's just like kindred tribes. We laugh, we have a good time, we talk about life. It's really fun. But this reading, I'm excited because I know you guys love any soulmate or new love information or divine connections that are coming in. So we're going to have that read on that today. Any soulmate update stuff, whatever information comes through. If it's, one group, it may want tons of little details, initials, everything. So whatever comes up. And what I'm going to do, because a couple of you guys have requested, is just as soon as I give you your choice, take all the cards off and just have the focus be on that one particular choice of number so people can really focus in on that. But I want you guys to really focus in on a great headspace and know that everything is really pulling in your direction and moving towards you what you want. You guys have kind of drawn this invisible blueprint of what you want, and it's really busting through in the 3D in a really unique and cool way, because the way the planets are aligning in Jupiter and just everything is sheer expansion, abundance, understanding, richness of soul, knowing that we can manifest and capitalizing on this energy to start to move in that direction. First, our focus, what do we want in terms of love, all of that. But know your dreams are happening now, you guys. Opportunities are going to come easily to you. You're going to excel in everything you do over the next coming months. Your mind is going to be filled with love and gratitude and bringing you huge rewards. You're going to choose happiness and abundance over regret and fear. You can reach any goal. You're going to have the courage you need to succeed, and you're going to have determination. You're going to know how to keep going. You're going to have really rich relationships, wealth, and love. You will succeed. Not when I succeed, if I succeed, you will succeed. So feel that, live that, have it just saturate bone deep so you'll know the success is here. We get to say where we want to go in this life, and then we direct our focus and attention that way, and we move that way, okay? And you guys, you're really going to come out on top in so many ways, and I feel like a lot of you, it's been a long time coming, and you're ready to have the relief of those financial burdens, all the roadblocks to love and everything to be alleviated. It's really going to be working for you. In fact, comment down below, I'm going to have everything I need. I'm going to have everything I need. We need to voice these things aloud to ourselves to bring confidence and understanding into the 3D at times, right? Writing, saying it aloud, starting to feel it, meditations. And I would love for you guys, if any of you hadn't seen my last video, a lot of you guys are going through accelerated awakenings and elevation spiritually. And what happens is in our 3D bodies, it can be a lot. It can be dizzying. We can feel like we're not getting enough sleep. We have to sleep a lot. We actually feel bipolar at times because you feel like what wasn't a big deal before is now a huge deal because, your focus is so intense on certain things. And then all of a sudden you're just, you're receiving so much information that you feel like you're just getting inundated and like a wave hitting up against the rocks over and over and over. And it's like, it's really, that's easing up. But for a time, it can be very intense. Breathe through it. Breathing is one of the best methods we have to calm all our chakras and get everything aligned and start to breathe with ease. Deep breaths, focus on one tiny thing. Sometimes smelling something really beautiful, like I always have dried flowers for baths and stuff, and I'll take a big breath of that in lilac, dried rose, whatever it is, vetiver, something that can really be calming and soothing to you guys, okay? So use your five senses to relax yourself. Have something in your car as well. I always have a crystal that I pick up when I'm in traffic. I always have like a little satchel, something I can smell. I'm usually listening to jazz or something that's calming, because when our mind is at ease, things flow to us 100%. So let's begin. This is very exciting. So we have 3 cards to choose from. Again, what's happening in your soulmate game, what's on the grid, what's happening, who are they, where are they, what's going on, any kind of attributes that come through. We have 3 cards. The first one is a new start is coming. Beautiful new moon. And there is a new moon, I believe it's on the 26th, and that's when to start new projects, new alliances, new ideas, new creative endeavors. Number 2 is show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. Really go out there, blossom, be yourself. Don't hide anything. Be authentic to the core. You'll feel so light and free. And number 3 is a win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. So if if you have a trepidation about something that's coming up, it's going to be a win-win. If you want to reach out and kind of repair a bridge or relationship, it's really going to be a excellent time to do that for you right now. Okay, so we're going to begin with number 1, and like I said earlier, I'm going to have that be the whole main focus. So what I am going to do first is pull your first 2 cards. Let's see. I'm going to start some overarching energy because I really like that. So we got the Dragonfly Mermaid. You've attracted wonderful news. So that is really nice. And the Gift of Sacred Sight. So these 2 combined are really interesting because there's something I'm noticing when people are really elevating in their soulmate game and they're really connected to spirit and watching the synchronicities in all of this. You're starting to attract the signs that let you know wonderful news is coming. You'll have it in your dreamscapes. You'll see it on billboards. You'll see it on license plates. And certain numbers might be their address. It might be part of their phone number. It might be their names, their initials, all of this stuff. But also right now, I feel like you have good news coming to you personally in regards to maybe an outcome of something, a court case, a course change at school, a relationship, somebody you've been trying to connect with, finally getting back to you, test scores, things like that, something that has kind of been weighing on you. You're going to receive good news in the very near future with that. Now, I think it's Fiona and the Unicorn, the Gift of Sacred Sight. So I feel right now that you're going to have what you think are almost like illusions or almost like little kind of hypnotic events where you see things. You're going to have visuals of the future, of actual occurrences of their face, which is really cool. So if you really want to get aligned with a lot of your soulmate's attributes, ask for them. Say, I would really like to see what they look like. Archangels Michael, whomever, ask your spirit guides, close your eyes, and you'll get all this imagery that pops up in your head, and you're going to be able to really tap into this gift of sacred sight, and you're going to be able to see, the attributes and the physicality of them, which is really, really interesting. I like that a lot. So I'm going to start. Let's see what's going on. I'm going to pull some of these and get as much information as I can. I wanted to have like a cool silky backdrop that like caught the cards and kind of cradled them, but it's so like satiny. They're just sliding all over. Now I'm going to be quiet for a moment after I lay these down because I am being directed to do something in a new kind of way, and I want to breathe this in. Okay, so pages, let's start with this. Pages are all about delivering news. So you do have a lot of rich synchronicities coming in. And I'm feeling that this person is an air sign. You have swords on both sides. And air signs are a really great mate. Now, air signs are Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. They are powerful, super creative, fun. They have tons of ideas all the time about everything. They're very exciting because they like to go on adventures, and they're truth seekers. They like to see what's going on, what's new. They love to go to concerts. They love all of that music. And the cool thing is, like, air is very malleable. It's very transferable. It's like they're very go with the flow, but they're very strong within themselves. Like Aquarius is one of my favorite signs in that they are so, so creative and dreamy and wonderful, but masterful at making things actually be creative. In this Page of Swords, you're going to see things of this imagery, probably swords, probably lots of things that you'll see, like the horoscope symbols for Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. You'll be seeing that over and over. Now, the overarching energy for this too is Judgment. Again, you're having a lot of things go in your favor, and the outcomes of things being very favorable to you and your future. Whether it's pay raises, or you trying a side hustle and it taking off right away and doing extremely well. Part of this is being plugged into this energy where your vibration goes way up. So when you feel good, you're thinking good thoughts, good things come your way. One of those things, it's like just the domino effect, which is really cool. Again, look at this. This is part of their personality. They are very creative. They're genius writers. They like to express themselves. They have large artistic flow. These people may already be famous to some degree, whether just on social media, Instagram, in theater, things like that. They have a huge creative spark within them, and other people get so passionate about projects when they're around them because they enliven the situation. They really create a beautiful, vivid image for people to then want to take part. I feel like, they're the cohesive measure in any kind of creative endeavor. And again, it's like they are absolutely like genius. When you meet them and you're having conversations and their ideas, you're like, wow. A lot of people can have fragments of ideas, you know what I mean? But when you can be cohesive in an artistic endeavor, like just say a director is, right? They have an overall kind of thing, like Robert Rodriguez or somebody like that. They don't need a huge budget. They have an idea. They're genius in whatever they're doing, and they make it happen. Your soulmate is very, very, has acute awareness to that. And I feel you yourself are creative, so you're really tapped into that. And oftentimes, when we are put together with our soul companions, there is a very distinct closeness in attributes and things that we find important. It can be anything. So I'm going to pull some times. I'm going to see too if I can get any countries of origins, what's going on. A lot of you guys have already established a lot of your soulmates and stuff. So I'm going to give these a good shuffle. Okay, and the country doesn't necessarily apply to this. I'm going to pull a few. This is the time, so 3 months. It says Italy at the top, so that is a possibility. Let's say India. Ireland. These come up so often, and I made these cards myself because I didn't have very specific countries that I could find on anything. I had like certain areas, but I like these to be very distinct. So, we'll take Italy into the mix too. So we have India, Ireland, 3 months process. Let me give a little more stir in here. I want to add some more because a lot of this times, like if I'm compelled to keep shuffling, part of it has to do. Let's see, and we also have Spain. Part of it has to do with it can be part of their lineage, where they spent the majority of their life, where their family is settled now, or where you'll meet and settle as well. So we have Ireland, Italy, India, and Spain. And I feel like this is coming about within 3 months. And again, some of the cool components about this particular individual, I want to pull and see if I can get some initials after too. Sometimes I'm just really compelled to do that. Let me see what is going on. I am going to have to get a more suitable, these cards are so cool. They are made out of a kind of, what do you call it? It's definitely not paper. It's waterproof. You can't tear it. It's almost like it's waxed. It's really, really hardy stuff, but it's kind of hard to maneuver with. Now we're going to go and we're going to see if we can come up with some initials as well. I had the deck situated a very specific way. So let me see. So we have an L and a T. So it can be an LT or TL. Now, this is for a huge collective, so every little thing is not going to jibe. You don't give up on somebody that you meet and you know is absolutely the one because they don't have an L or a T in their things. But oftentimes, a lot of all these little things do line up for people, and I have a lot of clients, especially when I do private reads. That's much different because I'm honing in onto one specific person, and this of course is a big collective, so I'm loving that. So we are looking at LT, TL, 3 months. Again, we're all very lucky to ever connect with anybody who's creative or artistic, because with that is a kind of a spiritual bliss within those people, because when they have hobbies and creative outlets, it releases pressure, it helps focus in, it really expresses individuality, and it's very freeing for people. So, I mean, you're very, very lucky in that regard. And again, in terms of their personality, I want to pull a couple more tarot to see sort of what is like their personality. So they have accrued wealth and they do have money. They're very well situated as to that. They may have inherited, but they also really understand the fundamentals of money, investing, and caring for it. So they do have money. But the cool thing is they're very lackadaisical and generous about it. And this is probably why. Again, they are impassioned by life and their creative endeavors. It's kind of like Shane Dawn says when he was talking about his palette, saying, it's not the money. It doesn't matter. It is the journey and touching textures and figuring out the whole underbelly of, how the cosmetic worlds work. This is your individual. He's creative, but because he's so creative, smart, and he or she puts the love in it, That's why the beautiful revenue streams follow with that, because of the care. It's like they don't want to put any old junk out there. They really put love and care into what they do, and that's special. And again, I always feel like when this comes up, this means that they'll be passionate throughout your entire lives together, that you're their focus, their center, and their heartbeat. So they don't care who else or what else is out there. You are everything to them, and they're going to make sure you are happy, you feel warm, loved, connected, and that's really beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love that group one. So that's all the messages I'm hearing for the moment. And I do lots of soulmate updates. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Melanie. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. And all my links are down below. If you want like tons of details in a private read, you can just go beneath my links are there, and then you can email me whatever all your little details are and questions. I love doing details down to everything, whether they have tattoos, facial hair, everything starts to come up. In fact, I get images of them, and I later send that like a couple hours after the reading to my clients, because it's funny, it's just an image just comes up, and I'll just search through images, I'll type in what I'm seeing, and I'll get images up, and it's very, very cool. So now we're going to go on to number 2. Okay, beautiful. So let's see. This, I think number 2 is show the world the real you. So let's see what is going on here. So the unexpected, a change you did not see coming. So how I feel you guys are actually going to meet is it's where something is delayed, or you're either at like an airport and your flight gets canceled, or you're making plans with your friends and all of a sudden it falls through and you end up at another place. It's one of these things where you're off your beaten track, or whatever was planned, this is where you meet them. It is a change, and it's really, really wonderful. Yay. Now this is part of the thing right away off the bat, right after you connect, it is complete commitment to this person, and they are completely committed to you for the simple reason they understand the connection right away. There's no guessing. I have a lot of people that say, Melanie, I absolutely believe this person is my soulmate, but he or she is acting a little differently in regards to this. Sometimes one aspect is a little slower catching up to it. It's not that they're less awake or less aware, but there can be some fear-based attributes of being, heartbroken recently, things like that. So it takes them a little longer to adapt and enjoy this beautiful synchronistic joining of two souls. And it can take a moment, but this is wonderful because both sides right away, they recognize this. So they're not playing around, and, it's like instant commitment where, wow, you're the one. It's really, really cool. And this is, that's part of it. Quetzalcoatl and the priestess of time, the time has come. The time to act is now. So right now, you're being asked to specify exactly what it is that you would like to come about in terms of personality, whatever it is. Would you like to travel often with them? All the little specialities that you'd like to come about in this, because this is, now is the time. A lot of people are like, you can say you want something, but if you don't put any focus or anything behind it, how is it really going to come about? You know what I mean? So this is about a little bit of structure, a little bit of really wanting to get the ball rolling really quickly. So let me pull some cards, and we're going to get some really in-depth stuff, and then we'll get initials and all of that. Okay, so Ace of Swords. So this is part of their personality too. These people are really rich, smart thinkers. Like, they come up with creative, innovative, world-changing ideas. They really do. These are probably people, I feel like they do work in terms of like some engineering type of things where, they make things that make the world a better place. Absolutely smart as a whip, but not condescending and not arrogant at all, which is nice. 6 of Pentacles, just it's a really earthy, grounded time for you. You're going to start to feel really good. You're going to feel directed. You're going to feel connected to this energy. Deep breathing. Know all is well. Know that we are divinely protected and guided, and that they're on their way. We don't have to sweat it. This is also about applying a healthy detachment, saying, I know this is what I asked for. It's on its way. I trust in the universe. It's here. It's here. And the star, you start making your wish list. Really, it's like, what would you like? What are some exacting terms that are important to you? So I'm going to pull some more stuff, and we can see what's going on. So exciting. Yeah, see, you are safe and supported while you change your career too. I feel like too, this may be in the near future after you connect with them. I feel like you'll feel a greater calling. I feel like a lot of you are light workers, and you're feeling all right in what you do, but there's a bigger purpose for you. That there's more more coming your way. So look at this. This is beautiful. Strength. Everything you've experienced in your life has made you strong and courageous. Right after these shifts take place and you're in the zone, which is, this is just a matter of weeks before you get aligned really strong in this energy, you're going to know that, hey, I've lived through some crazy stuff and it has not, a lot of you have a lot of comments. I see you've lived through cancer, deaths in families, all these things, and you're realizing that stuff has not buckled you or brought you under. So waiting for a soulmate or a connection certainly isn't going to do that. You are due this beautiful elevated life path where you feel loved and cherished, and that strength, you're going to feel that innately. Now, you are made to be an earth angel who was born to protect nature and teach about nature and the animals. I feel like you probably are an activist. Like you wouldn't be caught dead wearing fur. You probably have a lot of pets, cats, dogs. You love animals. Your soulmate is also really, really entrenched in that energy. They are an environmentalist. They understand what it is to make a small carbon footprint and not be wasteful. And again, high compatibility is meant to come in with these particulars anyway. So let's see if we can get initials and some other things here. Every time that I do this, I swear, I get my decks all organized and then I mix them all up and then I just have insanity. Just insanity. So I'm directed to use these cards. So we have a P and a B. This came out before. So P and B and B, P. I'm going to pull two more. Sometimes I'm directed to do less. Sometimes I'm directed to do more. Gotta shuffle these. So W, I feel like that's the last one. These are so hard to shuffle. When they're matte cards and they're thick, they're really hard to shuffle. So MW or WM. So that's me. I'm Melanie Williams. So I'll see you all. I'm your soulmate. Very cool. FWWM as well. Let's try to get some dates and times. All my cards are everywhere. It's crazy. Okay, so we have 5. So this is a 5-month process. Again, I'm hearing you guys. I want to get some signs too. I'm hearing fire or a lot of fire in their particular chart. They're very opinionated in a great way. Like they have spark. They are a spitfire. They absolutely 100% have such strong ideas and great fiery personality, and you're never going to be bored around them. I mean, they're always going to have creative, fun things that they want to do, places they want to go, things they want to experience, and they want you to come along. They have amazing determination that's going to teach you similar attributes in that, and you're going to start to excel in things that you do due to them helping you. You're going to have this beautiful harmonious energy with them where you always feel like the future is tantalizing, right? And fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, they have very strong emotions. They're super passionate. They like to achieve things. They're very interesting. They like art. They like everything. So you're never going to be bored for sure. And this is just coming in for you. Look at it. Yeah. So remember your healthy detachment that you want to apply, because we don't ever want to seem impatient or like there's a lack mentality or we don't believe this is coming for us, all of that, right? We want to believe it. Okay, so some of your messages right now, the Akashic libraries are open. I feel like you're going to be going through some crazy dreamscapes where your ancestors are speaking to you. You might have some past life cool regression dreams and stuff like that where you picture yourself. It could be ancient Egypt. It could be in a Celtic war. It could be on the oceans, in a Spanish boat. It could be all kinds of things, because the Akashic records libraries open up to us when we're on this elevated kind of plane. And right now too, you can have an elder that will teach you, whether it's a speaker on YouTube, a book you're reading, someone in your family. I feel like a lot of you really look up to your grandmothers and grandfathers, and they show you how to cook certain recipes. Ask them things, ask them about your ancestry and all of that. It's very expansive, in terms of where you came from and your connections and all of that. It's really, it's quite beautiful. Again, I feel like you're going to have this just aha moment where you relax into it and you feel the energy, and there's no need to push group 2. So beautiful energy. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below if you need a private read. As I said before, when I do private reads, I get really, really minute details on that, and it's very helpful. You know, everything down from tattoos to accents, hair color, what they look like physically, and then I actually send pictures of the closest imagery I see, because I can really tap into that quite closely on individual scales. It's just really an epic wave of love connections coming in, soul connections, because it really is where people have elevated to the point where karmically they've learned their lessons, they feel open to love, they feel trusting, and they know that they are of high value and worth, which a while back, before, you know, people become awakened, they don't know that fear, all these old implants come up and people second guess themselves and their value, and now is not that time. Now is an entirely different time. So we're going to go on to number 3. It's all right to be alone. Oh, I love that. And, oh, childhood treasures resurface. I feel like this is kind of going to be like a funny indicator, like a comic book or something that you run into, an old record or something. Like, I keep hearing like the Cats and the Cradles and the Silver Spoon and Cat Stevens and old Stevie Nicks songs and U2 and certain songs, old albums and music and all of these things, an old yearbook, something like that is somehow interconnected with this. And let yourself know too right now, while you're having all these uploads and information, it's okay to be alone. We can get burnt out and worn thin when we're around too many people and we're having all these upgrades and we're seeing all these synchronicities and we're attaching to this energy, and we need to kind of refocus, be calm, and care for ourselves, right? So remember to do that for yourself for sure. And why I have these cards, I'll see if I can get any idea where these people might be from. I'm going to pull 4 because I pulled 4 for the last one. And again, this can be where they lived. This can be all kinds of things, where their heritage, their the lineages, where you're going to live together later in life. So we have Poland as a possibility, Sweden, Cuba, and Austria. And sometimes it can also be some of your lineage as well. But in terms of your soulmate, they've either spent and lived a chunk of their lifetime there. It's their lineage they associate with this nationality, and or a place that you may settle together and live together, which is very exciting. So let's see when this is going to occur, some initials, all of this. Give these some shuffle up aces. Wow, we're getting all these aces. So Ace of Cups, again, I'm feeling like this might be a water sign as well, or have a lot of water in their chart. I'm going to take one more and see. Okay, so we have water and earth. Because I feel that just this particular sign, there's so much information coming out. I feel like a bigger group might have chosen this, so I want to get get a bigger facet on this. So it could be that they have a lot of water and or earth in their chart, or you know that is their particular sign set. So I'll let you know too what each of that means, because a lot of people don't know what all the water signs are. It is Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Now they are a really charming, mysterious group. They're quite private and sensitive as well, and they are a refreshing personality. Water signs are really, really wonderful. And also earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Very dependable, super grounded, very realistic, loyal, and practical people. I mean, amazing, amazing. So you win-win either way. And this could be mixes in their chart. It could be, you know, they're just a full-on Capricorn, a full-on Pisces, one or the other. And again, with this, I just feel like the combination of you two, you're just going to slay. I just feel like there's such beautiful energy. Let's get some times. So we have 4 months. Beautiful. And again, you guys, if you're continually watching other soulmate reads that give you time frames, they're not all going to be aligned together. So you have to take what resonates with you, okay? And really, really let it sink in and say how much of that information really matched up and made me feel like click. Because some people say they actually start to cry when they really connect in with that energy. Okay, and let's get some initials as well. Give these a shuffle. Now I'm going to get another deck that actually has some. Where are these cards? I have so many decks just like bopping all around. Here we go. Some possibilities. So we have an L and C or CL, and I'm going to pull 2. Okay, so LC, CL, S. And H, so it could be an SH HSLCCL. Sometimes I'm compelled to only pull 2, sometimes 4. It depends. So those are possible initials as well. Again, you guys, it's like what I really would love for you to do, and I'm constantly doing this when I'm trying to manifest anything, is first of all, I act like it's already there. It's already pulled into the 3D. All I have to do is be like Amazon, await it, and not wait it impatiently. Know it's coming. Connect to that energy. Focus. First and foremost, to have gratitude and say thank you for it now, because it is already in existence. It just is not in the time frame as time as we know it. You know what I mean? So have gratitude. There is nothing the universe and spirit loves more than us being gracious and having gratitude and saying thank you. Thank you, first of all, for my love and capacity to love and be loved and feel it, right? Because nothing elevates us like that. That's why I feel like the universal law is that's its first kind of gift to us, because it knows it elevates us. It makes us caring. It makes us aware. It makes us awake. And something you can do to make yourself feel good in every way, shape, and form in your life right now is to be present with what you're doing and where you are. Don't go back in the future and pull fear and doubt out of that or hurt. Why do that? It does nothing. It does not change an outcome. It can actually stop and create blockages if we do that, though. So this is all about beautiful focus on, all the energy that's coming towards you. I feel like that arrow right in the center. It's like you both know instant commitment. You're going to be really rich in relationships, wealth, love, all of those things. You're going to be able to reach any goal. You're going to excel. Success is always knocking at your door. All we have to do is open it up. We have to actualize things by recognizing it, focus on it, and reaching out for it. That's simple. Let everything else fall away, because now it's like that beautiful thing where your pathway is just open and the love is coming in. So say thank you, universe, and just await all these riches, because you know that you've had so many trials and tribulations, and enough is enough. You're ready for this, right? So I'm very excited for you, Group 3. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. And all my links are down below. If you need a private read, come see me at Instagram. All the goodies are down there. Love and light, you guys.